kill order when you start. People know what your DPS knows who to get on first and kill first. And those can change too, you know. And if you call them out, if you're playing in Ventrilo or in Mumble or in TeamSpeak or whatever it is you're playing in, Skype, you can just tell people, instead of switching the mark, you can switch the mark if you want, or you can just say, hey guys, let's switch to this guy quick. Instead of calling out his name or his class or trying to figure out all this stuff, people have different interface settings and stuff like that. To have this big mark over their head, it's like, okay, you can't confuse which guy you're supposed to be on. It's that guy right there with that huge thing over his head. Doesn't matter what class or anything they are. Quick bar, we went over that. This is where you put in all your keybinds, and you go to quick bar 3, slot 3. I just go all the way across the board on those. Same with 4, and then I don't use the other ones because I have enough space for everything. Let's see. So movement. The only thing I changed with my movement was my toggle auto run. This one's fun to play around with when you're just bored. Toggle run walk. You can walk, you look like an NPC. I just leave that default. Like, oh hey, I'm walking around. Hey, I'm an NPC, look at me. So that one's just kinda, I like to mess around with that sometimes. So back to movement. So that's the only thing I really changed in here is toggle auto run. But look at these, you know, if you have your settings, you have something that you like to set up a different way, that's where they are. Make sure it works for you, which is the most important. In miscellaneous, print screen, if you want to do a screenshot, that's the only thing, like for screenshots on the scoreboard. That's kind of nice. If you ever have your user interface disappear on you on accident, it's Alt-Z. Had to learn that the hard way and make it come back. There's also Control, I think it's Control U, and then U again will reset your UI. It does something to reset it, which if you ever have like a problem where you can't chat with your team in a war zone, Control U twice will fix that. I haven't seen that bug in a while, so maybe they fixed it. Chat. Let's see what the defaults are. I'm on defaults, so I mean, yeah, this is just stuff for preference. I think I might already went through the user interface thing. Maybe not. Let's see. Tutorial. Nothing that I would really change so far that I'm looking at here. Your map fade value. Let's see if that's at my preference. That's about how I have mine, roughly. Okay, back to the user interface. Nothing too important for PvP that I can see. Graphics, we already went over graphics, I think. Social, nothing real important. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything, really. Mouse wheel to zoom in and out. I've noticed that this game will reset your mouse zoom all the time, so you're constantly doing mouse zoom out. And I always play in PvP with my mouse zoom all the way out. That way you can see the most that's going on. And if you get in a situation where you're like, there's this place around here, and sometimes this will happen to me, where you're like, oh shit, I don't like this mouse, you know, this shit is messing with me. It's like bouncing in and out like this kind of thing, like that. Just mouse wheel up and just bring it in real quick, and then you'll be able to manage it a little better. So a lot of it's situational awareness, and I don't see anybody talk about this too often. what's the situation, you know? If I'm zoomed in like this, I can barely see that guy over there. I mean, if I'm like this, I can't even see that fight going on over there. But if I zoom out, now I can see this entire fight, or most of it anyway. Or I can turn my camera over there and auto run and run over here like this, you know. So it's make or break it. If you don't have your camera view to zoom all the way out, you're really not going to be able to see everything. And also, if you don't have, you know, you can watch behind you. I mean, this with the settings I told you earlier, it's game-changing interface settings, literally. All the stuff that I showed you, or most of the stuff anyway. I think that's everything. Let me just double check really quick here. Preferences. Yeah, that's the camera, zoom, stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. Nameplates, game, social. Make sure you're zoomed all the way out when you're playing most of the time in a war zone. The focus targeting, that's crucial. Even if you're not in a game where you're playing with people that are in Ventrilo, and I've been bad at doing this lately, you probably should use it. Like, just try to find another DPS that you can click on them, and then set them as your focus, and then acquire their target. Like down here, these guys running around. This guy over here. Boom, set him as my focus target. Acquire his focus target. Oh, he's not killing anything now, but you see the idea. Just target it. Set it, change it. So F3, F4, that's what I do. I don't know, at this point I feel like I'm rambling on, but actually, you know what? Once you have your interface settings set up, go to interface editor. Okay, I think it automatically saves whatever you got. Well, now I have all these different ones that I've saved. I think my main one is God Particle 1. So let's try clicking on that and applying it. You can load it by clicking on this. No, that's not right. Let's see. Maybe it's Neutrino 2. This looks right. So this is my interface setting, or at least close, pretty damn close to it, the way I have all of them. And then you can log on to all your characters and set up your interface. Go to the interface editor, do the drop down, be like, boom. See what Neutrino 1 is. Yeah, so mine is Neutrino 2. Yeah, so you can just set it up on all your dudes instantly, and then you'll have like, okay, now this is completely set up like all my dudes. It's like I'm at home now. But I hope this video helped. I'm gonna end this rambling on and on that I feel like I've been doing here, and I hope it helps. And if you have any questions, send me a message, and if you like, go ahead and follow me. I'm gonna try to make more videos that are helpful like this, hopefully help people out, and maybe make videos if people request things to make videos on. Thanks for watching. Peace.